ক্লাস হচ্ছে।
Yeah. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Your voice is clear, audible.
Yes, sir.
The slides are visible. The screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll just wait for 1 more minute to others to join. They are joining, some of the students. So all of you will aware of. So this is the start of new session, and I'm going to take the subject which is called operating system. ठीक है? आपका जो सब्जेक्ट है अभी क्या है? सबको पता है ना अभी क्या सब्जेक्ट है? All of you know that what is subject right now? जिसको नहीं पता है,
Yes, sir.
subject is operating system. So before starting the new session, there is a one request from my side. So for the effective teaching, I need the both way communication. That means whenever I ask some question or whatever doubt you have, or whatever you do not understand, then at the time to respond. Okay. Then only I can understand whether what I am teaching you are getting or not, or whether you are understanding that thing or not.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Yes. Now it is audible.
Yes, sir, some background sound is coming.
Background sound. What is the yeah. Now it is clear. Now clearly audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the request from my side. So do participate in the uh, whatever questions I ask or participate in the discussion when we are discussing anything. Fine. Or you ask the question whenever you feel you are not getting the thing or not understanding. Fine. So yes, let us continue. Most of the students are already joined. Sorry. Is I'm audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the
Yes, sir.
for few minutes. Sorry for that. So before starting this course, you all may be understand what you mean by course objective. ठीक है, आपके करिकुलम में जितने भी कोर्स है, every courses are having course objective. So what you mean by course objective is nothing but what you people are going to learn or understand after completing a particular course. For example, in this course, I can say what the students or you are going to understand or learn after completing the operating system courses. So these are the some course objectives which are predefined by the GUT. So what are course objects? So you can explain the main concept of operating system and their working. That means after studying this subject or after completing this course, okay, after completing this course, you will understand or you will able to understand the main components of operating system and what are the work. Then you will be familiarized with the operation that is performed by the operating system as a resource manager. Okay, as a resource manager. Okay, that means how the operating systems are used as an resource managers. Okay, we will discuss what you mean by resource management and how operating systems are going to act. Then the impart various scheduling process policies for the operating system. Now, what are the different scheduling algorithm that we are having in an operating system? That means how the process can be scheduled in an operating system so that you can maximize the CPU utilization or you can maximize the system. Okay. Now, similarly, to teach the different memory management techniques. So, what are the different memory management techniques there are we are having? So, these are the some course objectives we are having. Along with that course objective, we are having some of the course outcomes we have. Okay, the course outcome basically similar to the course objectives that what we can able to get after completion of this thing. So, this points here very much not needed relevant to your uh, syllabus, but you must be understand whatever you study, what after studying that paper or after studying the subject, what you will get from that subject. Okay. So next thing, the textbook part. So many of the times, many of the students get confused. So what standard book do they follow for a particular subject? Okay. So for operating system, so do follow this book of Galvin. Okay, Peter Galvin. Okay, this is the author name Galvin. So, which is very much recommended book for operating system, or I can say which is a very standard book for operating system, which is followed over the worldwide everywhere. You are following this book, and it's a foreign author book, and which is available on a market, or it is also available in internet for free of cost. Okay, you can download this book from the internet or you can purchase the book from the market. So I do recommend if you want to prepare a textbook, so do prepare this book which is called Calvin, which is very standard book which is followed all over worldwide. ठीक है, हर जगह आपका ये standard book ही यूज होता है. Along with that, there are two more reference books are there, which is also very good. One is from William Stalling. Okay, William Stalling का book है Operating System. Name of the book is Operating System. The author name is William Stalling. And second book is Tannenbaum का है Andrew S. Tannenbaum for the modern operating system, where the entire chapter that is covered in this book is not used in our syllabus. Okay, so because in this book some chapters after I think the 14th or 15th chapters के बाद they are basically discuss about what are the modern operating system. So we are going to focus our discussion limited to the basic operating system. Okay, we will not discuss about modern operating system like distributed operating system or real-time operating systems. Okay, or parallel computing operating system. Okay, that is not in your course, which is discussed in second part of Tannenbaum. The first part is very good, related to the basic operation of Tannenbaum. Okay, basic operation with the operating system in Tannenbaum. Okay, so these are the 3 books that I have recommended and that also recommended in your syllabus. Okay, in the course curriculum, maybe recommended that. So this is a standard book. Author is Galvin, Peter Galvin. The name of the book is Operating System Principle. So do note down this name of the book if you want to note. Okay. Second, William Stalling. This is also a very good book that you can refer for the operating system fundamentals, designing and fundamentals. Second, you can also refer Tannenbaum, but entire syllabus, whatever syllabus you are having, this this is having basically this book is basically used for modern operating system. So, but you can refer the initial chapters for your basic operating system. Okay, so to write down the name of the book, textbook, if you need. Okay, so let us start our class today section. So the question arises here: what is an operating system? So anyone can define me what you mean by operating system? So what is operating system? Can anyone can define? Yes.
Sir, operating system is an system software which provides interface between the hardware and the software.
So what do you mean by system software here? What do you mean by system software? What is system software? Okay, any other answer? What is operating system? If I say what is operating system, so all of you are using operating system. All of you.
Yes, sir.
System? Yes. Which
Yes,
operating
sir.
system you are using? Which operating system you are using?
Windows.
Windows operating system. Okay, why you are using Windows operating system? Because sir, it is graphical user interface, which is very much useful for the user point of view. Okay, user point of view both easy. Basically, a graphical user interface provides a graphical user interface. So we can access anything, any interface or any application can be accessed graphically. Okay, there are other modes of operating system also there. Linux operating system है, ठीक है, then Android operating system है, then Mac operating system है. There are different types of operating system. So in general, for home computers or personal computers, basically we go for Windows operating system. Okay, so but what actually or how we can define the operating system? So yes,
Sir, your sound is breaking. Hello?
yeah, hello.
Sir, your sound is breaking.
ब्रेक हो रहा है, सबको ब्रेक हो रहा है, सबके लिए यहाँ पे
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
your sound is also breaking. Okay, someone has answered that operating system is a system software which act as an interface between hardware and the user. Hardware and the user. Now it is audible, now it is clear. Now still the sound is
Yes,
breaking.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, तो someone क्या
No, no,
बताया,
sir.
क्या बोले ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जो है, सपोज ऐसे एक बॉक्स लिए हमने इसको क्या बोला, OS, yeah, operating system. Now it can be any operating system, whether Windows, Linux, Mac, or Android. So someone said, now sir, this is a software. Okay, क्या बोला, क्या बोले हम लोग, बोला ये तो somebody mouse, just mute yourself. So first of all, it is a software, ठीक है, which is act as a interface. So what do you mean by interface? Interface is this means it will act as a platform. Okay, it will act as a platform. So it acts as a platform in between. किनके बीच में इंटरफेस करता है? Now it will act as a platform in between user and the hardware. Right? यही बोले आप लोग, यही बोले ना किसी ने? तो अब क्या करता है? अब ये यूजर और हार्डवेयर के बीच में एज ए इंटरफेस काम करता है और इट विल एक्ट एज इंटरमीडिएट इन बिटवीन यूजर एंड हार्डवेयर और फर्दर वी कैन से इट इज अ सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर. क्या बोले? सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर. फाइन. सो इट इज अ सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर. इट इज सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर which act as a interface or intermediate in between user and hardware. हार्डवेयर यहाँ पर बोलेंगे कंप्यूटर. ठीक है, हार्डवेयर को मतलब क्या बोले? कंप्यूटर बोले. And we know that computer is consist of basically CPU and memory. Users can be anyone that are want to use the computer. Okay, basically human beings are user. Okay, which will going to access the computer. So my question is, suppose there is a window नहीं है. Suppose there is a no window is available. Can you access? Suppose विंडोज नहीं है, मेरे पास एक, सपोज आप परचेज ए लैपटॉप. ठीक है, लैपटॉप परचेज किए. फाइन. तो आप जब भी लैपटॉप परचेज करते हो उसमें प्री इंस्टॉल्ड विंडोज आता है कि नहीं? है कि नहीं? कभी आप लोगों ने डॉस मोड में लैपटॉप परचेज किया है? और डॉस मोड अगेन डॉस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम और विदाउट एनी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. कैन यू एक्सेस द हार्डवेयर? Can you access the hardware? Suppose I purchase only a hardware part. That means I purchase the CPU, I purchase the memory, I purchase the secondary memory, I purchase the peripheral devices. Okay, I assembled all that thing. Okay, but I have not installed the operating system. I have not installed the operating system. So can I access that hardware? So can I perform anything on that? Yes or no?
No, sir.
You cannot perform. That means user cannot directly interact with the hardware. User जो है, suppose I am as a user, I cannot directly interact with the hardware. That means hardware computer मतलब अब हम बोलेंगे only CPU. ठीक है, अब से computer मतलब CPU, central processing unit को मैं system बोलूँगा. Because CPU is only responsible for what? CPU is only responsible for your computational purpose. ठीक है. Now user जो है CPU से डायरेक्ट कम्युनिकेशन नहीं कर पाता. Now earlier days in 1920s और 1930s में जब हम लोग का मशीन लैंग्वेज था, ठीक है, देयर वी आर हैविंग ए बोर्ड, एक लिमिटेड बोर्ड था. अगर आप आर्किटेक्चर पढ़े होंगे आपको अगर याद होगा, अर्लियर बोर्ड था, बोर्ड में लिमिटेड मेमोरी था. क्या था? लिमिटेड मेमोरी था हम लोग का. ठीक है. देन लिमिटेड ऑपरेशंस और सीपीयू विद द लिमिटेड ऑपरेशन था. ठीक है. नाउ हाउ द यूजर इज communicating. Now user is communicating with the hardware directly with the machine language 0 and 1. ठीक है. यूजर क्या था? 0 and 1 प्रोवाइड करता था. देन उस केस में यूजर मशीन से डायरेक्टली इंटरेक्ट करता था. बट इट इज वेरी टाइम टेकिंग एंड इट इज फॉर लिमिटेड पर्पस ऑफ यूज. लेकिन आज के मॉडर्न डे कंप्यूटर में, ठीक है, आज के मॉडर्न डे आर्किटेक्चर और कंप्यूटर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में इट इज वेरी हार्ड टू directly interact with the CPU. So what happened? Now user will not directly interact with the CPU. It will interact with the operating system. Okay, it will interact with the operating system. So whatever the user required, it will tell to the operating system. Now that operating system will interact with the hardware. Clear? That is the reason to access any hardware nowadays, access any hardware, that is access any computer, CPU, we require an intermediate system software which is called operating system. So why it is called system software? So system software, the software basically used for systems. Okay, there are two types of software basically. One is application software रहता है आपका और दूसरा आपका system software. ठीक है, आप भूल गए शायद आप लोग. Fine. One is application software, second one system software. So what is system software? The software which are meant for the system uses. System use के लिए जो सॉफ्टवेयर बनाए गए हैं उसको हम बोलते हैं system software. Like operating system, compiler, interpreters are the system software which basically designed for the system. And application software are basically designed for some application like your Microsoft Word or Windows browsers. Okay, that are the application software because they are meant for some particular applications. Fine. So what is system software? So it is a system software. That means it is the software which is basically designed for the system. System use के लिए बनाया गया है. So what is system use? Main purpose is to communicate with the hardware. Okay, so it will take instructions from the user. Okay, or user will communicate with operating system, then operating system will communicate with the hardware. So it will be act as an intermediate in between the user and the hardware. Fine. Along with that, we are having one more thing. Apart from that, it is acting as an intermediate. Intermediate के अलावा भी it is act as a resource manager. क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? It will act as a resource manager. Resource management में whatever resources you are having, whether it is the hardware resources or software resources, whatever your hardware resources, ठीक है, या फिर whatever your software resources we are having, that are managed by the operating system. Hardware resources, it can be printer, scanner, everything. Okay. Similarly, software resources like any signals or interrupt that is handled by the operating system. Fine. Similarly, it is performed as an control program. Okay. Control program. It is performed as a control program. Control program means whatever program that are executing, they are all controlled by the operating system. Okay. The third point is it is act as a kernel. Okay. Kernel. Now this word kernel we will discuss in later. So kernel is basically a we can say a system call. Or we can say all the system calls which are having an operating system are basically executed with the kernel. So for time being, you have to remember, apart from acting as intermediate between user and hardware, it is also act as a resource management. Okay, it is act as a resource management. It is act as a control program, and it is also perform all kernel operations. Fine. So if someone has a definition, so you can say operating system is system software which provides an interface or act as intermediate between user and hardware. So all application program can be executed. All application program can be executed. Apart from that, it is acted as a resource manager or resource allocator, such as hardware and software resources. Second, it is act as a control programmer, and it is act as a kernel to perform on your system call. Okay. So one more thing you look at. So in this course of operating system, so we will not going to discuss with reference to what you are seeing. Let's say like we are not going to discuss about Windows operating system, like what is Windows 98, Windows 2007, Windows 2008, that thing we are not going to discuss. Like similarly, we are not going to discuss about Unix operating systems or Mac operating system. So basically, we focus what are the main functionality of an operating system. Okay, what are the main functionality of the operating system and how this functionality can be achieved. How this functionality can be achieved. Fine. Clear? Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
तो बेसिकली फोकस रखेंगे हम लोग स्टडी रहेगा इस कोर्स में ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का मेन फंक्शन क्या है फंक्शन और उसको कैसे हम लोग अचीव करेंगे सो hopefully it is clear for all of you what you mean by operating system. Let's move forward. So what is operating system now? So basic definition. So with two perspectives, we can define operating system. Okay. So one perspective is it is act as program or a program. It is a program that act as an intermediate between user and a computer, user of a computer and a computer hardware, which I already tell. Second, an operating system is a resource manager, that is the program designed to manage the computer resources such as CPU, memory, and other peripheral devices efficiently. ठीक है तो इन दो पर्सपेक्टिव हम डिफाइन करते हैं बेसिकली ठीक है दो पर्सपेक्टिव में डिफाइन करते हैं पहला चीज तो इंटरमीडिएट it will provide it act as intermediate between user and hardware. Second thing, with respect to the resource allocator or resource manager, the resources from the hardware or software, hardware resources like CPU, memory, or other peripheral devices, so that they can be used effectively. Similarly, आपका software resources भी है like interrupt or different signals. Then what is the goal of operating system? The goals of operating system are to execute user program and solve the user problem easier. Okay. So whatever the user provide the input as a program, okay, that can be solved for the user very easily. And second goal is to make the computer system convenient to user. So what happens once you are using an operating system, so it will be make user to easily use the hardware part or usually use the system. Third point, uses the computer hardware and efficient manner. So whatever the hardware basically we could say CPU. How you can effectively or efficiently use the CPU type. Okay, these are the main goals of an operating system. So computer system components. So all as you are all aware of, so the computer system components are first components or which is called hardware part. Now आप already पढ़े हो इसलिए मैं बताई होगा आपको hardware provide basic hardware resources are like CPU, memory, input output devices. So next आपका जो रहता है next is operating system part, basically which control and coordinates the user of hardware among the various application program for the various user. Third is your application program, and finally is your hardware. So what actually happened? So at the high level part, ठीक है अगर आप इसका architectural view देखेंगे हम लोग, now at the high level part we are having different users. Okay, we are having different users. Now suppose this is U1, user 1, now user 2, now suppose this is user 3, now this is user 4. Now what user do? User generally interact with the application program. Okay. User जो है क्या करता है जनरली उसको कुछ एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट करना. फॉर एग्जांपल, सपोज आई वांट टू राइट समथिंग इन ए suppose I want to write a letter. So what I have to do? I have to open a Microsoft Word. Now what happened? Now Microsoft Word is your application program. Now this is application program which provide user to write a document. Okay. Microsoft Word क्या है? Now the Microsoft Word is nothing but a program or application program, ठीक है, which help to user write document. So suppose user want to write a document. So what we do? What user will do? Now user will open a Microsoft document. Now user will interact with the application program. Okay. Now again, what happening here? Now user will not directly interact with the OS. ठीक है. User अब क्या हो रहा है? In the previous diagram हम लोग के देखे थे, हम लोग बोलते इंटरमीडिएट जब काम कर रहा था, यूजर क्या करता है? यूजर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम से कांटेक्ट करता है. लेकिन in reality, user will not directly communicate with the operating system. User will give request to the application program. Now this application program interact with the operating system. Okay. Now there is a OS. Now this application program will communicate with the OS. Now this word processor will communicate with the OS. Okay. वो बोलेगा now I have to access the word processor. Now what happened? Now the operating system inform the hardware through the system calls. Now we are having here system calls. Different system calls होते हैं यहाँ पर. Now we'll पढ़ेंगे system calls क्या क्या है, क्यों यूज होता है. ठीक है बात. Okay. Now with the different system calls, now this operating system will interact with the hardware. Now this is your architecture view. This diagram is called architecture view of an operating system. So high level में कौन रहता है आपका? सबसे high level पे they are users. Okay, different users. Now this different users will interact with the application program. Now different application programs जो भी है आपके, whether it is the word program or video program or image program or browsing program, all these are application programs. Okay. Now this application program interact with the OS, which is your next level. Okay. Then OS will call system calls, and with the help of kernel, they interact with the hardware. Okay, they interact with the hardware. Basically, hardwares are nothing but basic computing resources like CPU, memory, and output device. Now operating system is basically a system software. Now application program, again it is a program which is meant for some specific task. Okay. Now user can be your people, machine, or different computers. Okay. So understand. Now ये question कभी कभी पूछता है. Okay, क्या पूछता है? They will ask, define operating system and draw the architectural diagram of an operating system. Now this is architectural diagram. Okay, architectural diagram of operating system. Now remember at high level they are users. High level में कौन रहता है आपका? High level user, and low level they are hardwares. Okay, and in intermediate we are having OS and AP, application program. Fine. So, okay, clear? If this point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये बहुत जरूरी है, कभी कोई पूछता है. Now you can see this diagram, the abstract view of component or abstract view of operating system. Now users are at high level. Then we are having different application programs. Okay, different application programs here. Now this is your AP, application program platform. Now then we are having a system program which is called OS, nothing but a system program. Then finally we are having a computer hardware. The final output क्या होना चाहिए? Now users should have to communicate with the hardware. लेकिन ये डायरेक्ट कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पाएगा, इसलिए इनके बीच में हम लोग को दो और प्रोग्राम होते हैं। एक होता है आपका एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्राम, दूसरा होता है आपका ओएस और सिस्टम प्रोग्राम। फाइन। नाउ एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टली कम्युनिकेट विथ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. Now operating system directly communicate with computer hardware with the help of system call. ये point याद रखना, with the help of system calls and kernels. With the help of system calls and kernel, operating system will communicate with the computer hardware. Fine, clear? Now next thing is, what are the different functionality? Just if you want, draw this diagram. Because this diagram is important. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन पूछते बहुत बार पूछे हैं, व्हाट इज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम एंड व्हाट इज द आर्किटेक्चर व्यू और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट व्यू ऑफ एन ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. If they ask, now you have to design this diagram and explain each and every level of this diagram and how they are communicating. Okay. So yes. Yeah, can anyone say what are the functions of operating system, or what are the functionality that provide? So we have covered what is operating system and what is the architectural view of operating system. Okay. Now the question rises, अब operating system के क्या क्या functionality है? That means operating system क्या क्या function provide करता है user को? Yes, can anyone say? Or what are the features that provide the operating system for the users? Yes. So apart from it is intermediate between hardware and software. Sorry, it is intermediate between user and hardware. उसको छोड़कर, ठीक है, और it provide interface between system and user को छोड़कर उसके अलावा और क्या फंक्शनैलिटी प्रोवाइड करता है? Yes. Functionality क्या क्या?
Sir, manage the computer's resource,
While
establish a user interface,
ठीक है, ये दोनों तो हम डिस्कस करेंगे.
execute and provide services for application software.
Fine, that is also we discussed. एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्राम को प्रोवाइड करता है. फर्स्ट थिंग हो गया, ठीक है, इंटरफेस प्रोवाइड करता है यूजर और हार्डवेयर. ठीक है. सेकंड, मैनेज रिसोर्सेज करता है. ठीक है. थर्ड थिंग हो गया, इट प्रोवाइड ए प्लेटफॉर्म टू एग्जीक्यूट द एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्राम. फाइन, 3 हो गया. और क्या करता है? 3 के अलावा कुछ नहीं करता है. और क्या क्या करता है? यूज करते हैं ना ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. So how the memory is managed? Suppose I have created a file. Right? अब वो फाइल कहाँ पे सेव होगा? कौन मैनेज करता है? और how the process is created? और how the disk is managed? और how the security concern